to This Is the Day with me, Bo Chansey, and
me, Ariana.
You, Ariana. Do we do jazz fingers?
I did.
I missed it.
Ah, come on.
Roll that back.
Come on. Okay, do it again.
Because I missed the jazz fingers?
Yeah, just for the jazz fingers.
Well,
it was more of a hand. I don't know that it was fingers.
My hands
are incapable of jazz?
No.
Thank goodness.
They're just not jazz sufficient. It's not an incapability. I'm a bit jazz deficient in the hands.
Okay.
Due to the abnormally small size of my hands.
Okay.
I mean, like, in comparison to this.
Mm-hmm. Hands are tiny?
These are not jazzerific.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
You, as a person, jazzerific. Hands, not jazzerific.
Oh my goodness, I'm jazzy extreme.
Okay, I feel opposite. Like, I have a good jazz hand, good jazz fingers, but not jazzerific.
No, you got nothing else says jazz.
No, nothing else says jazz, but jazz hands?
I know. Together, we make one complete jazz person.
And that's the goal.
There it is.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's
Be a jazz person.
That's why This Is the Day works.
Yep.
Jazzerific.
Jazzerific.
Jazzercise.
Jazztastic.
Jazzmonovich.
I don't know.
That's Polish jazz. It's a lot of polka and some weird. It's not that great. It's a little subculture.
Yeah.
You had to go underground.
I'm gonna have to research that a bit more. Yeah.
Jazzmonovich. All right. Welcome to This Is the Day. You know, Ariana.
Yeah.
It's time for the proverb of the day. It's the proverb of the day. It's the proverb of the day. Hey. You know, I feel like that would be so good if you just weren't a part of it. But
I've been feeling the same way.
I disagree. That was fantastic. No.
But better every day.
Yeah. I think you helped make it more accessible to the masses.
And I felt good.
Yeah, which is good.
Vibe-wise, it was probably really good. I had a lot of jazz fingers in there.
Yeah. Left to my own devices, people are like, that's too good, we're not worthy.
I can't.
So I do appreciate what you've done.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good.
We do have a proverb of the day, so this is actually really good.
Okay.
Proverbs 16, verse 2. It says, all a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. I'll read it again. Mm-hmm. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. I cannot wait to find out what jumps out at you there.
Motives are weighed by the Lord.
Yep.
That whole second phrase there. Because I think about it, I'm like, okay. Sometimes, like, we can try to convince ourselves, like, this is what I think I'm supposed to do, and this is why, and I think that's all good, and you tie it up in a little bow, and you're like, yeah, that's good. That checks out. But realistically, you're just kind of glazing over the true motive that may be behind it to kind of make it okay for yourself to do or whatever. And I think it's really awesome as a reminder that motives are weighed by the Lord. Like, the Lord knows. There is nothing that you can do to be like, gotcha. You did not see that coming. You did not see the motive behind that one. And I gotcha. And it worked out, right? So it didn't even matter. But in the same way that motives are weighed by the Lord, and I think that's an awesome reminder that when we have pure and good motives that are godly, that He knows that and He sees it and He values that, and that's really awesome. So not only are like those kind of moments where you're like kind of in that iffy state, kind of like, oh, the Lord is watching, which is true, and a good reminder and keeps us in check if we let it. But also that those good motives and that good heart behind things is also seen by the Lord, and it means something. Is really cool. So I really like that.
I do too. That's why I was excited, because I wanted to kind of hear you unpack that from your perspective, because that reinforced something that I was really sensing, And the relational connection with God so that we do have input into, because my propensity for sin is great. Also, my propensity for self-deception is great. And I can't even scratch the surface of that. I'm aware to that degree. When it's happening, usually that's a blind spot. I can truly be self-deceived and thinking, no, what I'm doing here is out of a pure motive and out of a pure heart. And I think we all do that. But the Lord weighs our motives. And so to take everything before him and to say, is this right? Am I right with you? Is this love for you and love for people? Or is there something else going on here?
Yeah.
And to have that relational connection all the time in every situation, have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit to where if something is coming out of me that's like, oh, wait, that's not right. Or even if I see a reaction or a response from somebody else.
Yeah.
To go, okay, well, wait a minute, that's certainly not what I want, and I wasn't trying to cause harm or do damage there. So what's happening? What's off here?
Yeah.
I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right. You can be genuinely deceived. It's not always like I know that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm going to try to make it seem like I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, we can truly feel like we are making the right decision, but, like, we need to have that relationship where we can go to God and be like, okay, I feel like this is right, but is it? Because A, a response, or B, you just kind of feel like, okay. Or you feel really good about it, and God's like, no.
Or just in examining the fruit of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the fruit of it love,
True.
joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control?
Yeah.
If that's not the fruit of it, okay, something is off here. And another part of that self-deception is sometimes it starts off like you were saying, like, I do know this is wrong and not right and not with a pure motive, so I'm going to try to deceive God, or whatever, or
We
others.
just convince ourselves.
We convince ourselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the inception of the deception, it's tough to say, but the inception of our self-deception is ourselves.
Yeah.
And
True.
you do it long enough, you believe the lie.
Minds are so powerful, too.
Very.
Like, our minds are really seriously powerful. So if we're really going to start that track, even just with the intention of like, well, it's just this one minor thing, I'm just going to, it's okay, and I'll just push through it and we'll figure it out. Like, you will stay on that track. It is really hard to pull yourself out because you will deceive yourself. You will believe it.
And what can happen is you can create a false narrative, not only for years, but decades, that then become generational false narratives that are handed down through the family. Where now there's generations who they can't even differentiate between, what is true and what has just been projected. Yeah,
and you're making false narratives on other people. Like, then you're not only affecting yourself, but you're affecting like multitudes of people around you. And people you may really care about, and you would never have that intention, but because you deceived yourself, you're deceiving others, which is like, whoa.
So now there's a relational barrier in every single relationship.
Exactly.
And that's why it's so important. Because left to our own devices, well, everything I want is pure.
Yeah.
Everything I'm doing is pure.
Right.
All the person's ways seem pure to them. And we always want, I assume, people to assume the best in us.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break, cut me some slack, But then we go around assuming the worst in others. Part of that is just derived from, we know the truth about ourselves. And so now we're projecting that.
Right.
And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It puts a barrier in every relationship, and especially so if that barrier in our relationship with God is there, which is what this week is all about in our Connect 4 series. Connect to God. Well, what does that look like? Well, He has authority, He has dominion, He's greater than us, His ways are higher than ours, He has perspective. Search me and know my heart, God. Show me if there is any offensive way in me, because we can't always see them.
Right. I need you to reveal them.
Yeah, and then there's the opportunity to now, I want to love my family. I want to be a good employee. I want to be a gracious neighbor. These are desires that are in us because they're placed there by God, and He's our creator. But until this relationship with Him is right, then our relationships with others are always going to falter.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That
was a proverb of the day.
Sure was. With a killer song.
Absolutely. So good. Okay. Not always so good. You've come to its defense. Normally I would respect that about you, but this time I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we should just give everyone a chance.
This
including
calendar
the
page.
corner
Oh, there's
calendar.
been chances. Chances. Not chances. We've been doing this for
I
well
really
over a
don't
year.
think so. I don't think so, though, because when was the last time we were really just like, okay, calendar, you can do it?
Right now. This is it.
This is it?
And
We're both...
It's going to deliver. I acknowledge when it delivers something good.
Okay, fine.
It's
Okay, fine.
just, here's the problem.
Okay.
It's just enough good to get your hopes up and keep you coming back. The old bait and switch.
Well, okay. Well, today's going to be good?
Today's great.
Today's great?
It's great.
Okay,
I don't know
well,
why I'm saying it like I'm trying to make myself believe it.
yeah, kind of are.
It is great. It's a quote.
All right.
It's a get inspired.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Ready for some inspiration?
Yeah, sure am.
Inspiration?
Yeah, inspire me.
It's a John Wooden quote. John Wooden was the coach for the UCLA Bruins basketball team for a couple of decades, winningest coach, I believe, in all of basketball history. Several undefeated seasons, and amazing man. Actually, my friend Drew Sherman, who was hosting on Tuesday this week, he knew John Wooden.
That's cool.
When Drew worked in LA, John Wooden was a member of the church
Oh, that's cool.
there, and Drew got to know him and had a relationship with him. And so I've heard stories from my friend about the legend John Wooden in a very personal way, that this man very much loved Jesus and helped many people. But so we got to get inspired.
that is so good.
It's part of the reason why I like the calendar, this page so much, is because I do have a little bit more.
Okay, well, I'm going to judge the quote for the quote.
Okay, so here's the quote.
Okay.
We'll just judge the quote by the
Oh,
quote.
yeah, I will.
Okay.
Not by the person.
John Wooden, do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do.
All right, I like it. That checked out.
Yeah, I mean, you're living it. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So you cannot sing well, but you can sing. So you keep doing it.
And
I
will
love
do
it. You're trying.
I'm trying my best. And I will continue.
That really is your best?
It is.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is so
I'm trying.
stupid.
I don't know what's so stupid about it. You're just trying to help me.
I know.
You're just trying to help me get better.
I know, but like insanity is doing the same thing again and again, expecting different results.
So I'm not improving at all?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, you had, the only way up was, the only way to go was up. I
So I am
mean,
improving.
rock bottom
So
was,
I am
yeah,
improving.
where I found you.
Where am I now?
We're at pebble bottom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's all I could have ever asked for, because without your help, I don't think I would have even gotten off the ground. So
it's true.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So true. This is really true, and I believe, I find this a lot. Like, one of the things I'll say is, don't worry about what you don't know, just share what you do know. And because that can happen a lot. You talked some about this, like being worried about being embarrassed about not knowing something or saying the wrong thing. And that can stop us from, being helpful or doing something enjoyable that we would really like to do. And that's a hard thing in life, to learn.
Yeah.
We're always worried about any of us looking silly or dumb or, but instead, what can you do?
Yeah, right.
Whatever that is,
What can
do
you
it.
share? What do you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. And then the more we do that, I think the more generous we become with whatever it is that we have. That can be true of finances or time or energy or things we've learned. The more generous we are with that and the more we share it, then we kind of get into the flow of that.
Yeah, and maybe a little desensitized to what you can't do, what you don't have.
Yeah.
It's not so alarming.
Yeah. Well, it's very, like, I remember, like with financial giving, for instance, come back to that, because that was such a stronghold and such a struggle for me, going, well, I felt like I couldn't tithe. Like, there's no way to make these numbers work. I can't do it. So if I can't tithe, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And so now you got a real, strong, like this is really crazy. Like, I can't do that, so I can't do anything. When the reality is, you can't do that. But to do nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like soul crushing. And you apply that to basically anything.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
That we have the opportunity to do. So, yeah. Whatever you can do, go for it.
Good job, calendar.
Agreed.
Hey, keep it up.
I'm inspired.
Next week.
I'm
Keep
inspired.
it up, calendar.
Calendar, how about we do this? How about you inspire yourself, calendar? Are your motives ever weighed by the Lord? What about that? Yeah.
Okay.
I think you've given the calendar too much credit.
I think I might have.
Yep. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'll pull it back.
All right.
Okay.
All right, then we have another calendar that gives us a day to celebrate, and I think these calendars may be in cahoots.
Okay. Okay.
Word we don't use enough, cahoots, by the way.
Cahoots.
Just thought I'd
true.
acknowledge that.
You're right.
These calendars, there is a calendar community, and I believe they're having behind closed doors meetings about this is the day, and they are cahooting.
Okay. Okay.
And we have been cahooted,
Sure.
and in this cahoocian moment, we have a national day to celebrate. That we have a great Get Inspired, but now we have this day.
What is the day?
Day of the mushroom.
The day of the mushroom. Woo! Yes! Mushrooms. It's your day. It's your day.
Day of the mushroom.
Well, you came in really low, so I thought I might have to come in high.
Okay.
But
Is that all you got?
yeah, that was.
I just didn't know what you're.
Because then I didn't know how to celebrate it without you, so
With mushrooms?
yeah.
Well, okay. Well,
So I had to stop.
it's the day, and it's been directed, so shall we discuss the mushroom?
I mean, I think we at least owe them that.
First and foremost, does anybody know where the mushroom is? That's my first question. I need directions to the mushroom.
Okay.
That's A.
Yeah.
Follow-up question. Why did you make a room out of mush?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Is that even it?
Yeah?
Or is it
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Or is it a room where they train sled dogs?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think you were right the first time.
So they're not in sled dog training mush.
Well, it doesn't make sense because you'd have to have a really big room for that.
There's big rooms.
No, there are big rooms. I just feel like I think mushrooms are more accessible than that.
So this is not the mushroom where you go and learn how to mush.
No.
But
no.
is this okay? So is it a room that is made of mush, or
Contains mush?
where you eat mush?
Where you eat mush? It might be. What kind of mush would you like to eat in the mushroom?
I don't eat much mush.
Well, if you had to. I'll start.
Okay,
Applesauce.
that's mushy.
I want a room full of applesauce to swim in.
Okay.
I love applesauce a lot.
Yeah.
I really love applesauce. Haven't had it in probably 5 years, but I'm remembering now that we're talking about the mushroom. What kind of mushroom do you have in there?
If I'm going mush, I like the oatmeal, slow cooked oats, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want a whole room of it.
Yeah.
So if I'm like cooking oatmeal in the kitchen, is the kitchen now renamed the mushroom?
Depends how much oatmeal you have.
Well, I make a lot.
I think if the oatmeal dominates the room, then it's now the mushroom.
Okay, but it's the dominant activity in the room while
Okay.
I'm in there.
Okay.
Is it volume of mush, or is it just activity in the room?
I was thinking it was volume of mush.
Because I got a bathroom, but the bath only takes up a
Yeah,
small
it's not
section
that
of the
much.
room. I mean,
The bedroom, it's not like the entirety of the room, it's the bedroom.
well,
I-
my room's
I
all
just
bed,
suppose.
floor, wall to wall.
Oh, all
one
the
bed.
even
Yeah,
ceiling
you
and
climb
everything?
in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one giant bed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the bedroom.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I guess the mushroom would have to follow suit then, right? So it'd have to be
all
like
mush.
mush is the dominant feature in the room, not the activity.
So it's mush room.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I understand.
So oatmeal.
Yeah. You like a shiitake mushroom?
Oh, the mushroom, like the thing.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, I don't like mushrooms. At all. At all. I'm like, ugh. I would actually rather swim in a room full of applesauce than like eat a lot of mushrooms.
So you're not looking for a fun guy?
No, not looking for a fun guy.
Checks out.
No,
Okay.
sure I'm not.
Okay. Can we be done now?
We can be done.
Okay.
I would love if we could be done.
And see.
Scene. Mushroom day.
My nose just burned a little bit there. That was a very emotional person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was an emotional day too. That's a roller coaster.
They were in a lot of places there.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part was?
What?
I just pictured those sled dogs. They're so cute. I love the dogs so much. And I just pictured all the huskies in a room just sitting with an instructor like in a blackboard.
This is how you mush.
This is how you mush. And the dogs are like,
They're wearing little round glasses.
oh yeah, very attentive.
Yes, very attentive dogs they are.
Yes, we were in the mushroom.
We're in the mushroom. Oh yes, are you going to the mushroom lady? Yes, maybe in the mushroom we'll learn some things. Yeah. No. Yes, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Alrighty. You want to do a little Trivial Pursuit? Or a lot of Trivial Pursuit?
No, we can do whatever
Let's
amount.
just do the right
like.
amount of Trivial
Okay,
Pursuit.
we can just do whatever amount that you
We're
want.
going to now do the proper amount of Trivial Pursuit.
Okay. Which
and
I'm indifferent on, but you seem to really like.
I'm very passionate about this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
The proper amount of Trivial Pursuit has been predetermined to be 6 questions because there are 6 questions on a card. And if you should happen to get all 6 questions right, or I get all 6 questions right, then we will be awarding a Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. That's right. I said it. A Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. You want to say it?
No, I'd want you to do it one more time.
One more time. Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Can I try really quickly?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll cue you. Just be ready.
Okay.
Okay. 6 questions on a card. I'm going to guess at all 6. I want you to guess at all 6. We have the original 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit, the 40th anniversary edition. Guess. You can't win if you don't play. Wait.
Sorry.
Can't win if you don't play. If you get all 6 right, let us know, and you will win.
Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
That's like, seriously, that's your best ever. Like, not, I mean, I am.
No. Shh. That was my best ever. Thank you. I'm learning. Are you ready?
I'm kind of ready to like retire from This Is the Day. That was the moment I've been looking for. I'll stick around because you want me.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
stick.
Okay.
Yep. Old or new?
Old.
Old. Oh, we're going old.
Yeah, I've chosen an old card.
Good. I have a better shot at it.
Okay. Okay. Blue.
Geography.
Okay, sorry. Try again. Blue.
Still geography.
Great. Okay, now I'll read it.
Okay.
Which of the Great Lakes do all the others flow into?
Which of the Great Lakes do all others flow into? Well, that could be Superior. I'm the Superior Lake. All the other lakes flow into me.
Can you do an impersonation of all the lakes?
Or it could be Erie. I'm Erie because all the other lakes flow into me. It's not Ontario because everybody forgets about that one because it sounds like Canada. Lake Michigan. Nah. I would like to say Superior for the reason I gave, but I don't think that's the answer.
Okay.
Superior.
Final answer.
Erie.
Final answer.
Have I even named it? Lake. Which one? Ontario?
Correct!
Let's go.
Yeah, that's the one you knew it was. When you said, I know it's not Ontario, what I knew you meant was...
I'm getting there.
It's Ontario.
I have to talk it out.
You got to talk it out.
I want my Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Okay, so you're 1 for 1.
I was still thrown off a little bit by your rendition.
I know. Yeah, I know. So I'll give you that one.
Okay.
Okay,
You
pink.
can give it. I got it. I said
Pink.
Ontario
you're
is my final answer.
You're right. Pink.
Pink. Entertainment.
Who asked the musical question, have you ever been to Electric Ladyland? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not fair to you.
I know the answer.
No, you don't until I read it again, because I didn't read it right. Who asked the musical question, have you ever been to Electric Ladyland?
Well,
Because it's a musical question, so obviously I had to sing it.
A correct answer would be Ariana Earnshaw.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
The answer
But-
on the card, I think, is Jimi Hendrix.
That's correct.
Okay. Let's go.
That's correct. Clearly, I don't know that song.
You know a song.
I know a song, and I wrote it just now. Yellow.
Yellow history.
Which New Orleans DA claimed, my staff and I solved the assassination weeks ago?
I don't know. Huey Long. I don't
Final
know who it
answer?
is. Yeah, I don't know the guy's name.
Jim Garrison.
Jim Garrison.
Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Who has Miranda exclaiming, "Oh, brave new world that has such people in it"?
I'm naming an author, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Who has Miranda exclaiming, "What brave new world"? Aldous Huxley.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was guessing because Brave New World.
Yeah.
He wrote that. Okay, that was my guess.
I mean, it was a good guess. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. No, Bill Shakespeare.
Green.
Green, Science and Nature.
What disease is the second biggest killer of North Americans?
The second biggest killer of North Americans. What disease?
Mm-hmm.
Heart disease. Cancer? It's really cancer? Heart
Cancer.
disease is number one then.
Yeah. Mm.
So the answer, second, is cancer.
cancer, yeah.
Okay.
Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What jockey won $3,052,146 in 1967?
Okay, my friends. This is a 50-50.
Okay.
I'm going to give them two. You get to pick. So if you're on the verge here,
Oh, okay. So you're gonna.
The
Okay. So if you have
answer-
5 out of 6, then you are gonna get a 50-50.
the
here.
answer is either Eddie Acaro
Okay.
or Willie Shoemaker.
Okay.
So you get to pick. Eddie or Willie? The answer, though, is Willie.
That's correct.
Willie Shoemaker,
That is true. Did he make shoes?
apparently. Because we take everything literally here, like mushrooms.
He must have made
He
shoes
made
because
shoes.
literally we don't know how else to take that.
That is the
I
only.
cannot fathom a world in which Willie Shoemaker doesn't make shoes because of the way that we are.
He was
So,
definitely a cobbler.
fact. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not get all 6 right,
Nope.
so I do not get Pop Rocks from the Fun Dip box. But if you did, then I will send them to you, and probably with a nasty note.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
My nasty notes they're way better than my nice notes.
That checks out.
They're more genuine. Come from a space deep within. All right, do a little Everyday with Jesus?
Yes, I do.
All right, our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. Our thought for the day says, God is not interested in partial love. He doesn't want your Sundays, occasional quiet times, and sporadic generosity. He wants all of you. And then, which I love. 1 Corinthians 15:58 says, therefore, my dear brothers, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. I see that personally just as a blessing. I know it could be viewed as a burden or like, oh wow, but God's not looking to have a piece of us. He doesn't want to, share us in that way,
Yeah.
but rather for us to be fully His.
Which is really exciting.
I think so.
Yeah, as you were reading it, I had a similar feeling. It wasn't like, oof. It was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. I guess my point would be like I wouldn't want that to be like guilt-inducing.
Yeah.
Certainly was not the intent, nor do I think that's what God is intending, but rather you're the object of His love, and He wants you completely to be fully devoted to Him.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Made by God, be in relationship with God.
That's right.
Fully.
Fully.
Full relationship, not just like, nah.
Holding nothing back. I mean, it's like there's no such thing as partial surrender.
Right. Right.
Like, you can't surrender with like one hand up and the other hand behind your back, with your fingers crossed.
Yeah, right.
It's like, no, this is it. I surrender. I give up. Yep.
Right.
Look, here they are. I'm surrendering.
Yeah.
I'm yours. But partial surrender is not surrender.
Right.
So the all or nothing aspect of who God is not Him being cruel or unkind, but just the reality that He wants us completely.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, right on. Super, super cool. Also, we just want to encourage all of you, be a part of one of our worship services this weekend.
Yeah.
Online, on Church Online, on MCC Online, Facebook or YouTube, or any of our physical outposts or locations.
Yeah.
2 services, or 1 service, in each of those, 9:30. And love for you to participate in worship this weekend and share it with somebody.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sweet. All right, this is the day.